Welcome to the Princeton Day School here at Jan Maker Field, as today the Panthers of PDS set to get ready to take on the Lawrenceville Big Red at 3-4. PDS 7-1 on the year. Alongside Sam Rosenwasser, Matt Nelson back here through the PDS, where we witnessed a thrilling finish between the boys soccer teams, with the Panthers winning that one by a score of 1-0. Now the ladies take the field, and if the boys' game was anything but great, we should be in for just as good of a matchup here today for the girls.
Yeah, very impressive record for the PDS girls team at 7-0-1, and really in a rivalry like this, you know, Lawrenceville and PDS are located very close to each other. You can wipe those records clean when these two teams take the field. Anybody's ball game, so this should be a very good, well-played match between Lawrenceville and PDS. Let's take a look quickly at our player spotlight, and it's going to be Hannah Bunce, 2015 stats, 10 goals, 3 assists, 3 multi-goal games. The forward senior for PDS will be our spotlight here this evening. There she is.
Hannah is a stud lacrosse player as well. Lawrenceville receives first possession. We are underway from Princeton. Ball knocked out of bounds. Will be a Lawrenceville throw-in as they'll get it off quickly. Leading the Big Red when it comes to this team, Isabel Huang and Grace Xiong. Couple of players out of the Princeton area, both underclassmen. Isabel, a freshman, Grace, a sophomore, and there's an early goal for the Panthers. And just like that, it's 1-0 here in the first.
And we picked the right girl for our player spotlight. I think that was Hannah Bunce who got the last touch on it.
Let's get one more look, if we can, just to see who scored. And if it was Hannah Bunce, that's her 11th goal of the year. In the meantime, Lawrenceville will reset here and try to make this an even 1-1 game. And scooping up is Grace Barbara, the sophomore out of Yardley, Pennsylvania, coming up with her 39th save on the season. She'll boot this one out. High and deep past midfield. PDS trying to make this a 2-0 game right now. Standing in number 12, Damali Simon Ponte. A little pushing and shoving going on, including Hannah Bunce. And she'll get whistle for a foul. Pushing number 10, Katie Leinger, the senior from Newtown, Pennsylvania. So an early free kick here for Lawrenceville as PDS leads 1-0 here in the second minute.
Yeah, the first half of that boys game was pretty defensive played. It was 0-0 at halftime. We didn't see a goal until the second half, but PDS wastes no time getting on the board here in this one.
Ariel Claxton knocks it out of bounds for the Big Red. They come in at 3-4 overall. Still have yet to play their first game in Maple League play, which of course is the most crucial factor for teams like Lawrenceville that will begin play next weekend. Knocking it out of bounds for PDS, number 3, Emily Simmons, the junior from Yardley, Pennsylvania. Emily playing more defense, and her twin sister, Kate, who's a midfielder. And Lawrenceville will again take this throw-in from further down and inside the PDS territory. And they're going to let one of their defenders, the midfielders rather, Lattinger, take what will actually be a free kick from just inside the out-of-bounds line. She sends this one deep, and it's off the head of a PDS player. And scooping it up is Barbara. That's her 40th save on the season. PDS in the home whites, while Lawrenceville is in the road blacks. Barbara sends this one deep past midfield over a couple of players' heads, as Lawrenceville looks to settle down and try to even the score. And now Barbara will receive the pass from her PDS teammate. And now Sammy Gunkel, number 4. And it's booted out there by Haley Bunce. Racing down the field is Simon Ponte. And knocking it out is Leanne Pissarro, the senior goalkeeper for Lawrenceville. It's Lawrenceville trying to get something started here. And they will let Pissarro handle this one. Bunce with the deflection. And booting it out is McGinnis, number 5. Lawrenceville booting this one out. And it'll be stopped by Madison Coyne, the sophomore from West Trenton, New Jersey. She'll send this one out. It's stopped by the Lawrenceville defense. One player gets knocked to the turf. That was number 2, Grace Shaw, the sophomore that we mentioned at the top of this broadcast, leading the team with 5 goals on the season. And now booting it out, Madison McCaw. And Pissarro comes up with a save, a loose ball. She gets it again. Kate Simmons almost made a dangerous move trying to knock the ball free of Pissarro.
Yeah, Kate Simmons has got to be careful there. Wonderful play by Pissarro to secure the ball. And when you challenge a goalkeeper like that, you usually do not get the benefit of the doubt in terms of getting a foul called. So Simmons was lucky she didn't get a foul called on her there. But that being said, a great play by Pissarro.
Emily Simmons, the throw-in, as Lawrenceville clears it out of play. That was McGinnis, the senior from Annandale, New Jersey. They continue to go back and forth with it as McGinnis plays it high. And here's Bunce racing down the sideline. She is pushed out. They will call for a Lawrenceville, looks like a goal kick here. And Julia Simkis, the junior, will take the goal kick. It is 1-0 PDS here in the soon-to-be 7th minute. And there goes Simon Ponte racing down. And it's knocked out of play. Let's see what the call is here. Very tough decision. They're going to go with a corner kick for the Panthers. Last touch by Lawrenceville. Might have been Sammy Kunkel who knocked it out. And Bunce will take the corner from the far side. Bunce sends a line drive through, knocked it out of bounds by the Lawrenceville defense. And booting it out is Isabel Huang. Quick one touch there from Huang trying to, or rather probably Sean trying to get it to Huang. It's too far, and PDS with a throw in here. Kate Simmons trying to get it to Simon Ponte down the sideline. It's knocked out of bounds by the Lawrenceville defense. We'll set up a throw-in for the Panthers. And it looks like Madison Coyne's going to take it. One player nearly down. That was McCaw. And Kelsey Lane sends this one a little too far left. Will be a goal kick again for the Big Red. Julia Simkis will take this goal kick again. And try and start something for the Lawrenceville squad. The Big Red coming off a blowout win over Germantown French School, 7-0, just a few short days ago. But it's been up and down throughout the season. A 3-4 record coming in. The Big Red under the direction of head coach Jessica Magnuson in her second year as the head coach of this squad. And that ball played out by Sammy Kunkel out of Mechanicsburg, Virginia, the senior. And now playing it out again off the throw, it is Kinney Leininger. Leininger, it's booted out by Bunce, past a couple of players, and now Lawrenceville look to clear this. And here they come. This is Leininger trying to send one in towards Swang, but a quick pickup and punt by Barbara. Abby Atkinson, number 6. You might recognize her name from the girls lacrosse team. We got a foul against the Big Red. Atkinson, part of a very young girls lacrosse team that wound up winning the Prep B State Championship game this past spring over Pennington in a rematch that was from a game earlier this year at Pennington. Ball knocked out of bounds will be a Lawrenceville throw-in. Christina McGinnis will do the honors. And now Leininger being defended heavily by Emily Simmons. And Hannah Bunce in there as well. Speaking of Bunce, there she is. And she plays it mistakenly to McGinnis. Simon Ponte. And now the Big Red will try to get rid of this one and bring it into the PDS territory. It is 1-0 Panthers as we are in the 11th minute of action. Here's Huang from the sideline. Huang, it's deflected nicely by Rebecca Kuzmitz. Her older sister, Krista, is the goalkeeper on the girls' lacrosse team here at the Princeton Day School. Quick throw-in by Leininger. And now Lawrenceville will do it again. Leininger will take the throw-in for the second time in as many seconds, but not before Lawrenceville makes a sub. Ariel Claxton comes out for the Big Red. Leininger the throw-in. And here is Bunce down the sideline. She'll send it out for Simon Ponte, but Lawrenceville will get there first. This is Simkis. Off the head. That was Abby Atkinson, but a foul is called. It might have been against her. And it will be a free kick for Lawrenceville. Alondra Moreno, number 16, out of Grand Junction, Colorado. The sophomore takes the free kick. And it's headed away by the PDS defense. We mentioned PDS coming in. They are 7-0-1 on a 7-game winning streak, which also features 6 consecutive shutouts. There is a shot that goes wide to the right by Isabel Huang, the freshman from Princeton, who is second on the Big Red in goals with 4. PDS shutting out their last 6 opponents by an average of 2.8 goals per game. Overall, they're outscoring their opponents 20-1, which is absolutely amazing. And this is a very young squad. Head coach Pat Trombetta told me he didn't expect this at all from this team because they lost a number of their players on the back line from last year's graduating class. Here's a chance for Bunce down the sideline. She keeps it in bounds. Bunce plays it in. There's a shot and a goal. Damali Simon Ponte makes it 2-0 Panthers.
Yeah, and that's all Bunce. How about Bunce keeping it in along the near sideline? She scored the first goal. She'll get the assist on this one. A beautiful ball that she played across the 6-yard box, and Simon Ponte able to play it hard and low, tough to handle, especially in these conditions for the goalkeeper.
Damali Simon Ponte, the sophomore, with her 6th goal of the year. the only forward that's actually listed in the starting lineup. They're playing a 1-5-4 format, PDS is. Very similar to what we saw for the boys' game. I believe PDS played one forward in that game to start. Oh, by the way, boys also won 1-0. It's 2-0 PDS girls here in the 14th minute. Ball out of bounds as Lawrenceville will throw it in and look to get on the scoreboard for the first time this afternoon. Tying her shoelaces is Katie Leininger. And not before the Panthers will make a substitution. Katie Simons will come out for Charlotte Meyercord, the freshman from Princeton. Charlotte's older sister, Isabel, also on this squad, a senior. A name we have yet to mention in this contest, but she is on the field for the blue and white. Knocked out of bounds by Bunce. Contemplating her cause is actually a push by Bunce. A free kick awarded to Leininger, who will tie her shoelaces yet again before taking this free kick and try to put Lawrenceville on the board. Bunce and Emily Simmons in the wall, and now coming in is Madison McCaw. Leininger waiting for the whistle and getting her chance. Sending it deep. Nice punch out, I believe, by Barbara. She comes up with a nice save.
Yeah, Barbara got lucky there because she went up and she whiffed. She mistimed her jump, and that ball was dangerously placed in the heart of the box. Lawrenceville just could not get a foot on it to put it away, and Barbara able to cover up.
Kicking it in the wrong direction is Huang, as Simon Ponte plays it in the direction of Bunce. Leininger breaks it up, but mistakenly it's to Bunce, who is unable to save it from going out of play. We'll set up a Lawrenceville throw-in here in the 16th minute. Taking it is Christina McGinnis. And no, her last name is not spelled like the drink. And we'll get another sub in for PDS. Kelsey Lane, 22, checking out. Believe this is Brooke Smuckler, the freshman from Princeton, number 23, coming in. Emily Simmons gets it to Smuckler, who gets her first touch. Over to Bunce to the near side. Down the sideline goes Bunce. She sends it towards the goal, but it's a little too wide and far. Will send up a goal kick for the Big Red, who trail 2-0.
A similar looking play to the goal for Bunce as she tried to make that run down the left sideline. She had that strong cross in on the goal, and that one just a little bit off the mark.
This is Julia Simkis to take the goal kick yet again. Off the head of Rebecca Kuzmits. Racing after it, Emily Simmons. Leininger pushing and shoving her way by. And that's a no-go for Leininger. It will be a free kick for Madison Coyne, who will take it from just outside of midfield. Raising her right hand in the air and sending it deep. It went off the foot of McGinnis and out of bounds. Will be a corner kick for the Panthers. And Damali Simon Ponce, who gave PDS a 2-0 lead just moments ago, will take it from the near side. Simon Ponce out of South Brunswick, New Jersey. Believed it's her first year on the varsity squad. So send this one in off the head of Kuzmits and out of play. Nice attack right there from Kuzmich, the Columbus, New Jersey native. And again, it'll be Julia Simkis for the free kick. Based out of Washington Crossing, Pennsylvania, just across the Jersey PA border. Lawrenceville trying to find a way to counteract with the PDS defense and get themselves on the scoreboard here. I believe that was Wong who sent it deep into the direction of Bunce. That was her mistake. Down to Simon Punty it goes. But Pissarro will scoop it up. The senior from Upper Saddle River, New Jersey. And she'll punt this one just shy of midfield. Off the head of Kuzmich. And it's sent in by the Big Red. Racing after it is Coyne. She'll send it out and clear it towards Bunce. It's off her, but they say a whistle and a foul going up against Christina McGinnis. Coyne for the free kick from just outside of midfield. Lawrenceville clears it. It is off the head of Simmons. And Huang trying to get in. Coyne, however, will get to it first. Coyne to Kuzmich. To the near side for Emily Simmons. And a drag race with Huang. This is Moreno, who kicks it too far past everyone. Be a Lawrenceville throw-in. They say last touch by the Panthers. The Big Red will make a substitution here. Moreno will check out. And that is Kathleen Quackenbush, the senior from Connecticut, checking in for the first time. Simkis will give it to Pissarro, who will send it deep. And it's off the foot of Isabel Meyercourt, the older of the two Meyercourt sisters that are on this PDS team. Free kick for Lawrenceville. Just inside of midfield. And it's stopped by Coyne. Might have been pushed there, but no whistle. And knocking it out of play might have been Isabel Huang. No, it's still in play. And knocked out by Barbara. Set up a throw-in for McGinnis. McGinnis with 1 assist in her career, also on the lacrosse team. Another sub coming in for Lawrenceville as 22, Kate Milby will check out. Looks like Leininger is back in. Leininger double teamed, trying to get rid of it somehow, some way. She can't. They'll set up a goal kick for PDS. Great pressure by the Panthers. So we mentioned before, PDS coming in, winning 7 in a row, 6 of which are shutouts. The most recent came against Rutgers Prep just 2 days ago. A 6-0 win, the largest win of the year for PDS in terms of margin of victory. Barbara sends it deep. Stopped by Quackenbush. A couple of players going forward, including McGaw. It's cleared away, however, by Leininger. And coming in is Barbara. She'll make the save. PDS leading this one 2-0 here in the 23rd minute. Matt Nelson, Simon Rosenwasser with you. Barbara sending it deep past midfield. Off the head of Huang. And here's Bunce racing after it. Off the pass of Abby Atkinson, her lacrosse teammate. That ball stays. No, it actually went out of play. And again, Julia Simkis will take the goal kick. What has Lawrenceville done so far that you've seen has actually been working for them so far, Simon?
Well, Matt, I think that this team has gotten a few bad breaks. Wonderful plays by bunts have put some balls in the back of the net. But they have had some opportunities to put the ball in the back of the net. They just haven't been able to do so and capitalizing on their opportunities. So the opportunities are there. Here's another one.
Oh, Barbara sliding me. A tackle against Swong. Ball goes out of play. A whistle blows.
That's great keeping by Barbara. But there you go. There's another instance where Lawrenceville putting themselves in a position to score a goal. They've just got to execute a little bit better within the 18.
Nice save there by Barbara. The shot attempt from Isabel Huang. And now Barbara, the sophomore from Yardley, PA, will send it deep past midfield. Stopped by Sammy Kunkel. And here's Huang. Has it broken up nicely by McCaw. Racing down the field with it is Charlotte Meyercord. And they'll send it back to Pissarro. They say last touch Simon Ponte. Just past the halfway point of the first half. It's been PDS so far leading the way. A couple of goals early. One in the first minute from Hannah Bunce, the other in the 14th minute from Damali Simon Ponte. And now Pissarro will kick this one away. It's a short kick. And stealing it is Leininger. And she will send it out of bounds. Couple of subs for PDS. Coming out is Madison McGaw. 26, Isabel Hogshire, making her first appearance, the freshman from Skillman, New Jersey. This is Kuzmich trying to break free of what appeared to be Shang. And now Lawrenceville will throw it in. Huang sent it toward the middle of the field, but in the direction of Hogshire. Smuckler sends it towards Somali Ponte, but a little too far. And Pissarro will stop it before it goes out of play. Line drive punt. Takes a couple of hops before it's headed by Lawrenceville. Kept in play nicely as Shang tries to play it back. Simon Ponte with the interception there. And Lawrenceville will get to throw it in again. Kelsey Lane has it, 22 from West Windsor, New Jersey for PDS. Trying to get it over to Simon Ponte. Too strong for her. Lawrenceville to throw it in for the far side. They wrestle around for it. That was McGinnis trying to get rid of it. Leininger coming in heavily. And she will get it out in the direction of Kaylee Husman. Here's Shang. In the direction of Husman, it went wide of her. Now Hannah Zoll plays it back to McGinnis. Defended heavily that time by Hogshire. Now here's Zhang trying to turn with it and get it out to Huang. Huang with an opportunity. Shoots! A nice save by Grace Barbara.
That was good teamwork there by the two Lawrenceville players, Zhang and Huang. A wonderful flick by Zhang and Huang. Got a lot of steam on that shot, but it was from a little bit too far out, and Barbara had plenty of time to line it up.
Lawrenceville call for the foul here. Will set up a free kick for Kelsey Lean. Check that. It's actually Madison Coyne. Gets it past Simon Ponte. Racing after it is Smuggler. And it's kicked away ill-advisedly a little bit by Pissarro. She comes with a nice save off a shot attempt from PDS. Nicely done.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you breathe a sigh of relief if you're the goalkeeper. You may make a mistake, but you make up for it with a nice save.
Kelsey Lane knocks it out of bounds. Quick throw in here for the Big Red. Minute number 30. And a free kick coming up here for the Big Red again. Julia Simkias will take it from the far side. Off the head of Lane in the direction of Emily Simmons, who tracks it down for Hawkshire. Too strong for her. And throwing it in is McGinnis. Gets it out to Zhang. Out for Leininger. Too strong, out of play. Leininger with the last touch. Simon Ponte trying to get rid of it. Intercepted by Huseman. Huseman swings and misses for strike one. And here comes PDS with it again. Hawkshire, last touch. Kicked it as it was going out of bounds. And now we'll hold the throw in for a sub. Kaylee Huseman coming out, number 8 for Lawrenceville. And it looks like Quackenbush is back in. Trying to send it in, but Barbara there to quickly pick it up. Barbara coming in with over 140 saves in her high school career. Her season high 7 at the George School in the season opener in early September. And talking with Pat Trombetta, he told me that, well, because of how PDS has been so dominant offensively, Barbara hasn't had that many chances for saves. I think you can understand why.
She's had a few chances here today and has had to come up with some big saves.
Madison Coyne for the free kick. And that one saved and blocked. Nicely done by Leanne Pissarro. Yeah, she's definitely made a lot of good saves today. Barbara, that is. As getting sent to the ground is Grace Zhang. No whistle. Here's Leininger. Out to Hannah Zoll, 24. Here is Zhang again. Sending it for Huang. Too strong as Barbara scoops it up. Yeah, Lawrenceville is getting some nice opportunities. She just can't capitalize on them. Barbara sending it deep past midfield. In the direction of Simon Ponte. Headed away by McGinnis. It is stopped by Quackenbush. And she will send it in the direction of Grace Zhang. It's too strong for her. Another save here for Grace Barbara. And even though we're not tracking the number of saves by Barbara, I think it's safe to say she has pretty much reached her season high for the year. Simon Ponte trying to get it out. Intercepted by the Big Red defense. Simon Ponte again with a touch. As both teams going back and forth right here in this sequence. 33rd minute, 2-0 PDS. Couple of goals in the first 15 minutes of play. One from Hannah Bunce, the other from Damali Simon Ponte. As PDS looks for its 8th win in a row to put them at 8-0-1 on the season. Lawrenceville coming in at 3-4. And next weekend is when they will begin Maple League play. As a matter of fact, their next game is scheduled against Mercersburg at home next Saturday. If it rains, the rain date would be the following day. Mercersburg, located in southern Pennsylvania. It's about a 3-hour plus drive for Mercersburg when they come out to New Jersey to play any of their Maple League opponents. And who knows if we'll get to see Mercersburg later in the year, whether it's against teams like Blair, like Hun.
We definitely will be seeing Mercersburg later in the year. There's a number of dates that we have lined up to stream some Mercersburg athletics, adding them to the list of Maple League schools and other schools that we do webcast for here on the Strive Network.
Maple League staying for Minute Link, Prep League. There's 6 schools: Blair, Mercersburg, Lawrenceville, Hun, Petty, and Hill, which is located in Pottstown, Pennsylvania. Ironically enough, as a whistle here is away from the ball, PDS will have a throw-in. When it comes to Maple League football, there's no postseason championship. It's very similar to that of the Ivy League. Then again, Ivy League, there's no championship in all sports. At least conference championship. Well, Madison Coyne was intending on taking this free kick. Instead, it's going to be Simon Ponte who will take it. Only 2 players in the black wall for Lawrenceville. Simon Ponte sends it deep. It's headed away. And it'll be out of bounds. I believe that was from Kuzmich. And so PDS going into halftime, hopefully with this 2-0 lead. We're in the 36th minute of play. Simkis sends it out. And that one sent a little bit too strong towards Lawrenceville. Coyne to Barbara. Out towards Bunce. Bunce gets away from the defender. Man-on situation right here. One-on-one with McGinnis. And Bunce's shot attempt is picked up by Pissarro, who will look to send it deep for Lawrenceville. And now a whistle blows. Foul against Lawrenceville. A better PDS, I should say. Short touch intended for Quackenbush. Knocked out of bounds by Kelsey Lane. Christina McGinnis will take this free kick following a quick sub. Coming out is Kate Milby, number 22. And checking back in, number 10, Kate Leininger, who receives the throw-in. Emily Simmons launches that ball, go out of play. Will be a goal kick for Lawrenceville. And Grace Barbara will take it. Barbara sends this one towards the middle of the field. Bunch trying to go after it. McGinnis will punt this out. Nice defensive work that time for Madison McGaw, trying to defend Kate Leininger. Throwing it in is Emily Simmons. Right to Simon Ponte. And they'll say last touch from Leininger that time. Emily Simmons to throw it in. Simon Ponte with the header, but a push from Simon Ponte. We'll give it right back to Lawrenceville here on this free kick. Across midfield. And nearly stopped by Grace Shong. Here's Bunce down the sideline. One-on-one she goes with Leininger. A quick push. It goes out of bounds. Last touch, head of Bunce. Great defensive work that time from Leininger. McGinnis will take the throw in. Under 2.5 to go in the first half. Smuckler, the only white player in that pack, trying to somehow get that ball. Simon Ponte in there. And it's knocked away by McGinnis. And towards the seats. Smuckler. But it's cleared away by the Lawrenceville defense. And right in the direction of Madison Coyne. Coyne down the sideline with it, defended by Zhang. And Coyne will get it out to Barbara as we approach 90 seconds to go in half number 1. Leininger boots it down the field. Out of bounds it will be. A goal kick for Grace Barbara, most likely. It was a soggy day during the boys' game at the very least, as we are past the 5 o'clock hour. Even though we have the windows closed, it does appear as though the rain has stopped since the conclusion of the boys' game. It was a moderate mist during the duration of that game, as Bunch is double teamed by the Lawrenceville defense. Nice job by them. However, a whistle blows. I believe one of the Lawrenceville defenders might have fouled Bunce. But maybe it been the other way around. May have been on Bunce that time. Wong gets it out towards Leininger, who's in a drag race with Emily Simmons. Knocked it out of bounds, they'll say last touch Leininger. Simmons will take the throw in as we're under 15 seconds left. Under 10. Getting knocked down heavily is Grace Zhang. Will be a foul against her in the last play of the first half for Madison Coyne. She will take it, and that'll do it for the first half. It's PDS 2 and Lawrenceville nothing at the end of 1. We'll come back from the second half in about 10 minutes from now, right here on the Strive Network.
How did they get so fast? You gotta tell me the secret. Man, they're looking strong this year. What have they been up to? Where you been training at? We gotta go there too. Come learn the secrets of game speed for yourself at the Parisi Speed School. We are the fastest gym in the country.
Back here at Princeton, where the Panthers lead the Lawrenceville Big Red by the score of 2-0. Matt Nelson back here with you. PDS, very dominant opening half, scoring 2 goals in the first 15 minutes. One by Hannah Bunt in the initial minute, followed by one from Damali Simon Ponce in the 14th. So, just about ready to go here to start off the second half. As both teams have taken the field, they will, of course, switch sides for this second half of play. Lawrenceville coming in 3-4, PDS 7-0-1, looking for their 8th win in a row and 7th consecutive shutout, believe it or not. Would be very, very significant considering that they lost most of their defensive players from last year's graduation class. We're underway here in half number 2. With it now for Lawrenceville, booting it out is Kathleen Quackenbosch, the senior from Coscob, Connecticut. Working it out to one of her teammates. It's booted out and saved nicely by Grace Barber, the goalkeeper. Barber has made some phenomenal saves in the first half. Shockingly enough, her season high in saves is 7 at the George School in the season opener on September 8th. I think she's probably eclipsed that number here this afternoon as PDS looks to add to their lead. Coming in to save it is Leanne Pissarro, the senior from Upper Saddle River, New Jersey. Way, way, way up north, right by the Don Bosco prep area. Both teams, of course, have switched sides of the fields. PDS in the home whites, Lawrenceville in the road blacks. This one's going to stay out of play. It'll be Lawrenceville throwing. PDS just threw it in just a second ago. Racing towards it, Emily Simmons for PDS. She'll let that one roll out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. And it was a very dominant first half for them. Heck, it's been a very dominant season. You win 8 games in a row and shut out your opponents in the last 7 games, you're going to be very dominant. I'm surprised they're not even ranked in the NJ.com top 20. As Barbara gets it out, gets it away. Touched by Kelsey Elaine. As they go back and forth right here. Madison Corn with a quick touch, number 20 in the white and blue. Sent out of bounds, a throw-in for Lawrenceville. We're underway here at half number 2 in the 3rd minute. Will be a PDS throw-in, knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Isabel Huang. And we mentioned her name as well as Grace Young. Those are the 2 leading scorers. They're both underclassmen. One's a freshman, the other's a sophomore. And yet it seems as though the PDS defense is trying to keep the ball away from them as much as possible. It's a very young squad. And so far we've seen girls like Katie Leininger get a lot of touches, that this one will be a goal kick for PDS. Leininger, Simkis has taken pretty much every goal kick today. Kaylee Huseman, Christina McGinnis, those are the players that have mainly got the touches for Lawrenceville. PDS doing a nice job keeping both Shang and Chung and Huang rather out of the equation. Well, Barber will take this goal kick from the far side. It's a short one off the head of Ariel Claxton, number 9 from Summit, New Jersey. The Summit area, as we had a whistle and a foul against PDS. Summit is very well known for their lacrosse teams, both boys and girls, who were ranked in the NJ.com top 20 for the majority of last spring. The refs are going to back up the wall of PDS players about a couple of feet or so. And it's headed away, and a nice save made again by Barbara. Isabel Huang with the shot attempt that went off her head, but great instincts for Barbara to pick up the save. Barbara with a high punt. It is a short one. Claxton trying to get in there. Fighting for it, number 16 was Madison McGaw. And Barbara will be in there to scoop it up. Last year, PDS going 12-4-3. They lost to Notre Dame in round 1 of the MCT. And then went on to defeat Morristown Bear in the Prep B State Championship game, which was their 12th state championship in girls soccer. Speaking of the Mercer County tournament, I believe it's supposed to start at some point a couple of weeks from now. A 2-week tournament. This one goes out of play, and it will belong to PDS. Mercer County tournament will last until the end of October, and then you have states. That, of course, is for all the public and non-public schools. Emily Simmons racing after this one. She will knock this one out of bounds. Going for it was her sister, Katie. Twins on this team. PDS will throw it in. Emily Simmons will do the honors. Off the head of Madison McGaw. Intended for Katie Simmons. Another throw in. They say last touch on Lawrenceville. Emily will throw it in. And Christina McGinnis trying to get a foot in there for the Big Red. While in the black backgrounds, a whistle and a foul against the Big Red. Will set up a free kick for Madison Coyne from just outside the letter P. Sends this one off to the left side. A swing and a miss from Abby Atkinson. Be a goal kick for the Big Red. Atkinson and Hannah Bunce, two of the athletes who also play girls lacrosse. Bunce, one of the key factors in the team's Prep B state championship from the spring. They knocked off Pennington 17-11 in that championship game back in the spring, which was played on the other turf field here at PDS. McGinnis sends it deep off the head of a PDS player. Emily Simmons hits it with her head but knocked out of bounds. Will be a Lawrenceville throw-in for McGinnis. The senior from Annandale, New Jersey, with a short throw in here. Lawrenceville trying to find a way to get on the board. They won't do it right here as Barbara is there. She'll let it roll by her and scoop it up right in the nick of time before Isabel Huang has anything to say about it. This punt much better for Barbara. Her last two punts very short, however they were high. As Bunt sends this one in. Check that. It was actually McGaw trying to set one in for Bunce. And now here's Claxton. Down the near side. Stopped nicely by Coyne. They say last touch by Huang. Isabel Meyercord the throw-in. She appears to be taller than 6 foot on the turf. Player down, that's Bunce for PDS. Or that's actually McGaw. And now Coyne will do the honors of taking the free kick from the near side. It's a deep one. And it's off the head of Lawrenceville. But without by McGinnis. Isabel Meyer-Cord wins the battle, gets by Claxton, keeps it in play. And let's say a last touch by Bunce will be a throw-in for the Big Red. Meyer-Cord gets rid of it, sends it out to Huseman. And this one's going to go to PDS. Meyer-Cord, the short throw-in, off the head of McGaw. Lane gets it. Intercepted, however, by Zhang. Zhang, with a player tracking her down, gets it out to Huang. Huang, one-on-one. Shoots one on the right side. No one's there. It's going to go out of bounds, and PDS will get it right back. I'm not sure who Huang was trying to pass it to, Simon.
Yeah, I think that one just got away from her a little bit. She was pressured by 2 or 3 defenders, and there was just no one on the other side of it. She just had to get rid of it because the defenders were pursuing. Just one of those instances where you got to get rid of it, and there might not be somebody on the other end. You hope that there is, but there was no one there for Huang.
So some miscommunication right there off the what appeared to be a pass attempt from Isabel Huang, the freshman. Lawrenceville will throw it in right now. Trying to even the score. Trying to find a way to get on the scoreboard. It's 2-0 PDS here in the 11th minute. They'll throw it in again. And that ball goes by Katie Simmons. Will stay with Lawrenceville on the throw-in. Knocked away by Kuzmich. And Katie Simmons is trying to get rid of it. Defended nicely by the Lawrenceville defender. That might be Grace Zhang in there. Getting rid of it is Jillian Medina, the freshman from Princeton Junction, New Jersey, number 7 in the black and red. And she will do the honors by throwing it in here. Medina, nice short throw in for Huang. Deflected by Bunce. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Medina. Throwing it in is Isabel Meyer-Cord. Off the head of Bunce. She'll keep it in play. No, she won't. Lawrenceville to throw it in. And they will make a sub. Kathleen Quackenbush will check out. And it looks like number 24, Hannah Zoll, is back into the contest. Media's throw in. As Huang goes after in a foot race with Kuzmich. Both players are down, and now a whistle blows. The foul is against Huang. A little too dangerous right there. So Madison Coyne will take this free kick. By the way, that yellow line is mainly used for field hockey, so it's not out of bounds for the soccer teams. They're playing those red and white lines. No, you can't see them in the picture. But yellow is not out of bounds. It's still in play. Kelsey Lane plays it back, and Barbara gets rid of it cleanly. Nicely done by her.
Barbara's got
it
a
high
boot.
and deep.
She's got a boot. We've seen her punt it very deep a few times, and she gave that one a ride as well.
Katie Simmons sends it towards Bunce, who punches one back for Meyer-Cord. It's deflected nicely by Kate Milby, the sophomore from our nation's capital. And Simon Puncy touched it last, trying to save it from going out of play. Will be a goal kick. More than likely, Julia Simkis will take it for the Big Red. It's 2-0 PDS. Princeton Day School leading here in the 14th minute. Simkis from the near side kicks this one towards midfield. Stopped by Kuzmich. And now a whistle and a foul against Kaylee Huseman the sophomore from Fairhaven, New Jersey. A little cold there, Simon?
A little cold.
Look at the windows are shut.
The windows are shut, but it's still freezing.
Maggie Laughlin, check that. Madison Coyne, the free kick. It's punched out by Lawrenceville. Off the head of Kelsey Lean, out of bounds. Lawrenceville to throw it in here. And Lean again touched it last. Those are the lines I was referring to. The yellow lines for field hockey. The red and white lines are for soccer. In terms of what's out and what's in.
I think technically those white lines are just for soccer, and the red lines, although they do coincide with the white lines on the side, are for lacrosse, actually.
Okay. There you go. See? There's something I didn't know.
There you go.
Free kick here for PDS. They continue to dominate this contest. And just like all season long, dominate every one of their opponents. Almost, that is. The tie they have of the year came against the George School, a 3-3 draw in Pennsylvania back on the 8th of September. And since then, PDS has been firing on all cylinders, winning their last 7 games, 6 of which have been shutouts, all in a row. Let's see if Lawrenceville has anything to say about it as Swan goes down. Going down heavy is Kelsey Lean. And she'll get some help from a trio of PDS teammates. She appears to be all right. Madison Coyne, again for the free kick. One of those tall, almost 6-foot-like defenders for the Panthers. Instead, they'll let Barbara handle this free kick. Now, a whistle. And the referee is saying something to Barbara. A couple of words. There are 4 players waiting on the sideline for both the Princeton Day School and Lawrenceville to come in on the next throw-in for each team. A chance for PDS broken up right there nicely. Simon Ponte falls to her knees. The ball is cleared out by Lawrenceville for a moment. Getting rid of it is Zhang. She will send it out of bounds. PDS will make their subs. I believe Kuzmich is back in amongst those. Check that. It's actually number 23, Brooke Smuckler, the freshman from Princeton, New Jersey, who's back in. Simon Ponte, it goes off her head. Headed away by McGinnis. And out of bounds, they say last touch, PDS. Zhang knocks it free, but out of bounds. This one continues to be in play. Stopped by Meyercord as Huang tries to get one out to Claxton. Falling to her knees is Kelsey Lean. Check that, it's actually Kuzmich. We'll set up a Jillian Medina throw-in for Lawrenceville. Under the direction of second-year head coach Jess Magnuson, a graduate of the Promptfit School in Promptfit, Connecticut. Bunce was almost pushed out right there by Huseman. And getting rid of it at that time is Lane, trying to get it out to Smuckler. And now a whistle, they get Smuckler for the foul. Still Princeton Day School up 2-0. Here in the 19th minute of the second half. the 59th minute overall. That one stays in. This is McGaw to Bunce, looking for another one. It's deflected nicely by the Lawrenceville defender. Sammy Gunkel with a nice job using the foot and preventing that shot from potentially going in. So now a corner kick will be due up for Simon Ponte from the far side. Looking to make this a 3-0 game. And headed away by Lawrenceville. Simon Ponte racing after it. She'll get to it first and boot this one high and off the head of Coyne, but just left. Pissarro there for the save. And she'll knock this one free. Huseman stopped nicely by McCaw. McCaw punching it too far for Lil Berman, number 7. Her first mention, a freshman midfielder from Princeton. Lawrenceville makes their subs. Isabel Huang comes out. Trying to figure out who came in for the Big Red. 61st minute, 2-0 PDS. And now a throw-in for Lawrenceville. A free kick, rather. Another one that gets sent out of bounds. Lawrenceville again to throw it in. And it'll be McGinnis to do the honors. McGinnis. And that one's going to go in the direction of PDS. Lane trying to knock it free. Bunce breaks it up nicely away from Huseman. Simon Ponte, the forward. And it's broken up again by Huseman. Isabel Meyercord to throw it in. To Bunce, now back to Meyercord. Sending it deep in the direction of Berman. Knocking it free is Lawrenceville, but they say possibly a handball against one of their defensive players. Free kick for Julia Simkis. On the field with it goes Berman. And McGinnis in there in front of her, and she will likely throw this one in. McGinnis will take a few steps up and throw it in for Lawrenceville. Here's Zhang. And now coming in for it, Barbara. And I know it's early, but pretty soon, if you're the Panthers, you got to start thinking about playing keep away. As Barbara sends this one just shy of midfield, over McGaw's head. Both teams going back and forth here. A whistle and might be a foul. That one might have been on Emily Simmons, number 3. They will back it up for Simkis. Again, she'll take another free kick. Feels like every time I call her name, she's either taking a goal kick or a free kick. She hasn't really been there defensively to help out Lawrenceville, except for those kind of plays. A light mist still falling here in Princeton. At least it was at halftime. Now a push against PDS. That was on Madison McGaw. Lawrenceville with a free kick to get it off quickly for Quackenbush. In the direction of Huang, who was not there in time. This one's going to go out of bounds. Lawrenceville to throw it in and try and find a way to get on the scoreboard and stop this consecutive streak for PDS shutouts. It's up to 6 coming in. It might be 7 at the end of this one.
I mean, defensively, PDS has been superb all game long. And it's not just Barbara. Barbara has looked good in goal. She looks confident every time she touches the ball. But you can see why this team is so tough to crack defensively. Because they're so well disciplined in that back formation, and the goalkeeper Barbara just looks phenomenal. She's dressing the part. Look at that onesie, that baby blue outfit that she's got on. She's got the matching socks, the matching shorts, the matching jersey. She looks good. She's looking like she's playing the part. She's confident every time she touches the ball. She's got a boot. She looks like a goalkeeper, and that confidence that she brings to her team, it allows her team to also play better. So it starts with the goalkeeper.
Foul might go against PDS. Let's check that against Lawrenceville. And this will be a free kick for Coyne. Just at midfield. Shot goes wide left by Kuzmich. And this will likely put Simkis in for the goal kick. 67th minute, 2-0, Princeton Day School trying for their 7th straight shutout. That's unheard of at any level of soccer. Chance right here for PDS again. McGaw has it blocked by Lawrenceville's defense. Now they will try and counteract. Stop right there by Kuzmich. And knocked out of bounds by Huseman. Sent down the sideline for Smuckler. Smuckler sends it wide and out of play. This again is Simkis. He's taken pretty much 100% of the goal kicks this afternoon. This one going past everyone. Racing down for it and falling to the turf is Grace Shong.
And that's going to draw a card because Shong was behind the D. It might even be red. No, it's yellow.
It's for Emily Simmons, who is going to be out of the contest for a few minutes.
And the reason I say it could be red is when you have a breakaway opportunity and the defender clearly makes a foul that prevents a breakaway, that's often a red card when you see it. Now, they were a little bit far from the goal, so they were about 5 or 10 yards outside the 18 when it occurred. So that's why it was merely yellow, but that was the most phenomenal chance, or the best chance for Lawrenceville thus far, and it goes to waste because PDS played very aggressively.
Now, Katie Leininger will take this free kick, and PDS is lucky that was not inside the 18 because that would have been a penalty kick.
Well, I think Simmons also recognized that. If you're inside the 18, you're clearly not going to play as aggressive. If you're outside the 18, you can afford a foul. It doesn't really hurt you that much.
And that one is high over the crossbar.
Because
Go ahead.
You're gonna feel confident with your goalkeeper in there. Barbara she takes up a lot of ground. She sets up the wall well. They're very good defensively. So in the end, that's obviously a benefit for PDS if you have a foul like that deep in the territory.
There were 5 players in that wall for PDS. Probably the most you'll ever see in a free kick situation like that. Barbara, for this goal kick, sends it to the left side and spinning and turning around is McGaw. Headed away by Quackenbush. Hogshire. And that one is out. Will go against Ariel Claxton, who knocked it free. Here's Coyne. A line drive-like kick to Kelsey Lane. Out of bounds. Lawrenceville throw-in. '71st minute. 2-0 Princeton Day School. Just minutes away from their 7th shutout of the year. That's consecutive shutouts. This is Zhang. A one-touch might have been intended for Leininger. It will stay with Lawrenceville in the throw-in. And McGinnis will take it. For Leininger, McGinnis, and she plays it accidentally to McGaw. Medina. PDS trying to find a way to get rid of the ball. And they'll have it here on the throw-in. Isabel Meyercord will take it, but not before the Panthers make a couple of subs. Charlotte Meyercord coming out, as is Isabel Hogshire. Checking back in amongst them is Madison McGaw, number 16. Isabel Meyercord, the quick throw in to Coyne. They'll get it out to McGaw, who clears it. And Lawrenceville trying to counteract again. Racing after it is Leininger going up against Lane. They're going to say last touch Leininger. Lane will take the throw in for the far side. Under 9.5 to go here in Princeton. Man-on situation. Here comes Katie Simmons trying to go after Hughesman that time. Instead, Isabel Meyercord to throw it in. Madison McCaw, but a whistle. And it'll be a free kick. No, a throw-in. It might have been a legal throw-in for Isabel Meyercord. Claxton, headed by Coyne. And sending it deep, Sammy Gunkel, but wide. And it'll be a goal kick again for the Panthers. They'll make another sub here. Brooke Smuckler will check out. Try and figure out who's back in. It's Emily Simmons as Barbara takes the goal kick. Quackenbush to Hughesman. You get out to Huang. Trying to send it toward Leininger. Pushing a match with Simmons. It'll be a corner. Leininger to take this to try and put Lawrenceville on the board. some way, somehow. Leininger, and it's headed away nicely by Kuzmich. And again by Lane. This one set high and punched down nicely by Barbara. And the fans love it here at Baker Field.
That's such good keeping by Barbara. She timed it. She timed her jump. She realized that she was only going to touch that ball when it came down at that right angle, and she timed her jump perfectly, and here she is with some strong hands to secure it. Well done. She has been a stud for Princeton Day School here this afternoon. In fact, both of their keepers have. Remember in that first game that we saw, the boys' game for PDS, Adam, yeah, he had a phenomenal game for the boys' PDS soccer squad, and both keepers doing well.
Isabel Meyercore knocks it out of play. Pretty soon, if PDS gets it back, they'll have to play keep away ASAP. Now Meyercore tries to get rid of it. She does. Quick throw in here for Claxton. Now looking to find an open player. She has Medina behind her. And they go past Xiong. Emily Simmons gives it to Huang accidentally. Nifty footwork. Buoyed away by the PDS defense. And we get a whistle and a foul. Maybe against Lawrenceville. Might have been offsides against Lawrenceville. Barbara to take this free kick. Stopped nicely by Atkinson. Punched out by McGinnis. Claxton out to Quackenbush. To Leininger. Gets by her. Emily Simmons trying to go after it as well. And Kuzmich is going to let that one go. Just barely.
Good shield of her body there on the goal line. And at this point, Matt, it's just about, you want to say playing possession, but playing possession, I guess, is the point that I want to make. You just got to pass the ball around. You got to just try to take as much time off the clock as you can.
This one goes by everyone as Gunkel will play it back. Lawrenceville getting rid of it. This one's going to go out. We have PDS throw in, and Lawrenceville might not have enough time to try and find a way to tie this game. They can certainly still get on the scoreboard, but based on how the Panthers have played defensively, I don't see it happening. I really don't. Yeah, it's still possible. But based on how we've seen these kids perform, I think PDS is going to come out with their 7th straight shutout win. It's cleared out by PDS. As McGinnis kicks it out of bounds. Right towards the box where the official scorekeepers are located. Kicked away by Kuzmich and out to the woods. Emily Simmons with a nice foot on that one. And Quackenbush gets it out toward Huang. Down the sideline with it goes Leininger. And kicking it out ever so softly is Madison Coyne. And coming in, Barbara. She'll make the save. as PDS is going to try to put this one out of reach. Coin will let Barbara scoop it up. Barbara easily eclipsing her season high in saves. We're not keeping track of that, but her season high coming in was 7 at the George School in the season opener on September 8th. Huseman to Katie Simmons by mistake. Medina knocks it out of bounds. And if PDS can try to hold on to this, just play keep away.
This is just a classic coaching move. When you're leading late in a game, you substitute for the person that's all the way on the other side of the field.
That's Hawkshire who comes in for Katie Simmons. And Isabel Marcourt throws it in. We're under 90 seconds left here in regulation. Here's Huang. Huang gets it out to Claxton. She's offsides.
Yeah, that was just a bit too late from Huang. She had Claxton in stride if she played it maybe a second or two earlier. And Claxton was off on the timing because of that. She was expecting that ball earlier, and because she didn't get the ball played, she went offsides.
Hawkshire's pass deflected. We're under 45 seconds left. The Princeton Day School, seconds away from another win. I was surprised looking at the prep school rankings on NJ.com and the Star Ledger that they are actually ranked behind Pennington, who I believe has 3 losses right now. The save made by Pissarro. I would honestly put Pennington, or rather put PDS, as the number 1 team in all of New Jersey prep schools when the next rankings come out sometime this upcoming week. But that will do it. The Princeton Day School gets their 7th shutout in a row, a 2-0 win against the Big Red of Lawrenceville. 8-0-1, the record right now for the Panthers. As the players are in joyful mode, they hug each other, and this is just phenomenal.
Yeah, a great day for Princeton Day School fans and Princeton Day School students. Both the boys soccer team and the girls soccer team come away with a win. They had to cancel the festivities celebrating the 50th anniversary of Princeton Day, but they celebrate the festivities by getting 2 wins here at Baker Field.
Next up for Princeton Day, they'll head to Lawrenceville. And that one should be another easy contest. No offense to Stephen, who actually went to Lawrence. And next up for Lawrenceville, they will begin Maple League play at home next Saturday against Mercersburg. Again, our final score, PDS 2, Lawrenceville nothing. For Stephen Eggert, our director, Samaru Suwasta on color, I'm Matt Nelson. We'll hope to see you next time right here on the Strive Network.